Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube? This is SEO0320 representing JVS. So this is another review for another film. This is Nocturnal Animals. This is directed by Tom Ford, acted by Amy Adams, Jake Gyllenhaal, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Michael Shannon. This is an Austin Wright's novel. This movie is based off of called Tony and Susan. Tony is being played by Jake Gyllenhaal's character, and Amy Adams playing the role of Susan. The story itself, I don't know how to describe it. The film is not a bad film. It's not. It's just very disjointed in the concept, if that makes sense. So essentially, from a scenery standpoint, from the way they cinematically created it, it was very riveting. It's very thriller-esque. But there's a hidden story within it. There's a book that was created by Tony that was given to his ex-wife named Susan. She begins to read this story, and you're immersed into the story. Like, you're literally captivated by it because you don't know, man, how terrible this is. And it's got an amazing antagonist in Aaron Taylor Johnson as the role of, what is his character's name? Last name is Marcus, but what is the first name? I forget his first name. But his character, oh my gosh, dude, he's sick. And Taylor Johnson, like, he commits this. I see why he won the best supporting actor, because in the amount of scenes that his character in the story is, like, he nails every beat of it. Like, he just takes up the screen, like his eye mannerisms, the way that he's just so despicable, untrusting, and it's just, I don't know, he's just a despicable individual in and of himself. But I think that Jake Gyllenhaal did a great job as well. The problem with it is that Jake Gyllenhaal's character within the book that's depicted is named Edward, and he has a family, and they just get abducted, and all these different kind of things happen, and it's like, all throughout the entire time, I'm just like, dude, if I was Edward, I would have broke by now. Like, I would have literally just broke. And it's like, I feel as though the writer or whoever, did the screenplay or whoever did this chose the character Edward as something that's identifiable of not wanting revenge, but trying to find justice, like a really good-hearted person. And I think that's where the movie shifts in two different ways, where it's like the thriller side of the actual story is very good. If it was just the story alone, that'd be dope. Now the ending, yeah, of the actual story of the book, yeah, but the actual way that they go and process it is done very well. It's the outside stuff that I'm just like, all right, you got Amy Adams as Susan. She did some interesting things, and that is where everything unfolds on itself. Like, you see these different flashbacks about Amy Adams, what kind of person she is, her dynamics with her relationship with Tony, or Jake Gyllenhaal's character, and trying to figure out, how does she end up being the ex-wife versus his wife? And it's like, did these events actually happen, or are they projections of what's going on with Tony? And I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I think that's where I missed the fold for me personally, because by the end of the film, I was like sitting there. The reason why I know who the author is because I went and researched. I was like, what the heck was this ending? I don't understand what the heck just happened. And I got it now, but it leaves it very flat just based on the ending, because nothing really happens. It's just some crappy things that happen that are life circumstantial, and it's just, the thing is that the novel is so good that it makes itself a good film. The novel itself is a good film, but the rest of it, I was just like, why couldn't you just connect that in some kind of way, and it would have been so much better to me personally. Amy Adams' performance is I don't know, like, she really was just reading a book the whole time. It's very good imagery, but I think that, as I said, the standouts were definitely Jake Gyllenhaal and Aaron Taylor Johnson. But even Michael Shannon did a great job. Like, he was an interesting, like, comrade to the character of man, I'm getting confused now, of Tony. Wait, no, wait. Oh man, I'm so confused right now. I'm sorry if I did this. Edward is her ex fiance, okay? And then Tony is the person that's in the story, right? Crap, I'm so lost. I apologize if y'all lost wind of that. Anyway, but Jake Gyllenhaal's character within the story was the thing that really was a big standout for me. But his connection with Michael Shannon even worked even better. The movie, it was a decent film, but it wasn't the best. I think that it could have been so much better. I'm gonna give this film a 7.5 out of 10. I think that it could have been so much better, but they made it too confusing when they tried to cross the lines without crossing them in terms of the story and transition. I was sitting there waiting for the stories to really connect, not what's the word, symbolically connect based on, you know, the person that was writing its perspective of the world around him or what's happened to him or what he's feeling, you know. Which, I mean, like I said, it's a good book. It's just, I was just like, daggone. But anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed this review for Nocturnal Animals. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. I got a couple other reviews during tomorrow. Peace, everybody.